the Relax Naya Monsters list from the Grand Prix. It looks kind of cool. I'm a little worried about playing these servants, but I saw Thundermo played them a few times, and like maybe they're not as bad as I think they are. I'm not really sure. The the four not having the four Phoenix is like kind of my biggest concern with the deck because like that was always the best card in the red green monsters deck for me. But he's overloaded with these Chandras, which I personally just don't like Chandra in this format, so like that kind of concerns me as well. But I'm sure the deck's fine. Obviously, Relax is a much better player than me. Um, and the main reason that I don't like Chandra, by the way, is because just in what testing I've did, the red variants seem to be such a massive percentage of the field that I'm just worried about having Chandras in like main decks and stuff. Um, that being said, like maybe on a Grand Prix level, that there's enough Drowned Catacomb decks and enough other mid range uh, like red green decks and stuff. Because like Chandra's like pretty good versus all of those. So like maybe I'm just like way overweighting the red match, or like maybe I'm just getting like uncommonly paired versus it. Um, Things of that nature. I don't have any idea, but that's the main reason that I like the red green build over this build. Like I just don't want cards like any of these planeswalkers versus the red decks. And I truly feel like the red decks are somewhere between 30 and 40% of my matches. And I just don't like giving up a game one versus them that much. Then hands like this don't really impress me much. But I guess we're going to keep it. I don't think you can mulligan a hand like this, though. Like, I don't ever really want a hand like this, do I? Assume we're just a significant dog versus any deck that can play irrigated farmlands, but like hopefully that's not true. Apparently I have mismatched Sun Petal Groves. Well, I have to start attacking sometime. Might as well be now. Drawn multiple kind of like dead cards already. Just a little unfortunate considering like there's so few dead cards in the main deck in general in these matches. Like there's some less than lackluster cards, but like there's only like the 7 completely dead cards. And a Braid's not that dead. Oh, it's Drakehaven. So it's probably even worse for us. Double Cycler really turns on the Search for Azcanta pretty quickly. Um, I don't really want to play that into anything that avoid or like voids one of our attacks. think I will play this one into something that avoids an attack, though. Because this one actually fins the library, it does more than just prevent 2 damage. So I think it's kind of like worth it. Well, we'll keep Glorybringer on top. Probably get slapped by El Fumigetio. Hmm. Not sure I care about losing any of these to Drake, so I'm pretty sure I'm just attacking with everything. I think I'd rather save a Magma Spray until later. Yeah, there's some percentage chance that he doesn't have one, I guess. Go Speed Glorybringer. Hey, Mr. Brown, how are you today? Did you see a semi-local or top 8 in Memphis? The Heath Vance guy? He's a dude that plays at page 3 sometimes. Actually beat Drakehaven in round 15, though. I believe the Drakehaven player played pretty loosely. Oh, well, that can't be good for me. What a fun time I'm about to be having. I'm gonna yield to these. Maybe we hit a second removal spell or something. JK. That was kind of impressive. That can't be an easy thing to do. Pretty sure this game's just over. I don't think it's physically possible for me to come back from here. Maybe if I get like the best of Jaunty ever or something. But I find it highly unlikely. No land, well that's a bad sign too. Means he's probably got double cycle this turn. I'm not going to stop attacking though. Some Carnage Tyrants and Naturalizes in the sideboard, like maybe they'll help. Would have been nice to draw this last turn, at least get him to 4. Yeah, it's pretty hard for them to brick on Cyclers because they bricked on a land drop too. Well, doing 2 damage is more than I expected. I think they've gained 8 life this game. Yeah. Oh, what fun. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a settled wreckage type of day. He's got enough mana to play this and a counterspell too, and he's still missing lands. Alright, well you're our only hope, Obi-Wan. You can do it, Obi-Johnny. No. Not a counterspell. Still has 5 cards in hand. Can I scoop yet, or do I have to keep playing for the stream? His attack's pretty poopy because A, he can just take it, B, any cycler's good. But like, him taking it and just using Ascanta is not particularly good for me either. We're not on 0% though, like he is at 4 life. And they are free Chandras in the deck, like maybe he doesn't have a counterspell. JK. Instant 0%. The third renewed fate in the top 30 puts us at 0, I think. We'll never give up, though. Oh, okay. JK, we will in fact give up. So this feels decent here. This feels decent here. This feels decent here. This feels decent here. Not really. I think we want Fopter arrest either. Do I want Direfleet Daredevil? I don't really want it. It attacks and this doesn't attack though. Figured it out. Ready to party. And what do we have here? Some bad mana. But we'll keep it. I mean, not bad mana. We have all of our colors, just like a lot of them. Opponent mulligan to 5, though. If he puts on bottom, it's probably a good sign for us. He put on top. JK. Not a good sign. He put on top. Well, at least we have something to do on 3, 4, and 5 now. I'm just going to play into Censor. I'm not going to try to play around Censor. Like, have enough different things for him to counterspell that, like, Censor can just suck me. Probably shouldn't say things like that on stream. It might have been a little uncouth. I don't even know what that word means. Oh, cool. 2 more lands. Exactly what the doctor ordered. I feel like I would have sideboarded this card out here. I pretty much take my Renewed Fates out versus everything that isn't hyper aggro. I noticed that the Drake player in round 15 versus the blue-black player had them in game 2 versus blue-black, which blew my actual mind. I didn't know that was something you could possibly do. Think I value the Chandra enough that I will play around like Censor and stuff. See if we can find counter spells with our other cards. I think not being able to get the Kinras out of the graveyard seemed like a pretty annoying thing in this match. Aha! We have 5 power. Well, that's saddening. I was kind of hoping he'd counterspell there. But I guess we'll just play into Fumigate then. I was really wanting him to counterspell. I don't know why. Oh, wow, he's got that many removal spells. That's not good for us either. Because it is the one that got picked in the vote. It is not the one I wanted to play, but my adoring fans make all our decisions for us. So how good would it be if we just had Kinras right now? Because, like, this thing would have definitely been a Kinra. It feels like really good. I guess we'll keep that too. So next turn we can play a Glorybringer and a Chandra. That's kind of cool. I posted it on my Twitter and in the chat room. I'm almost positive you've responded since the chat went up. Keep playing these pre-combat. I don't know if I should bother. He's definitely just going to fumigate me in a second, right? And we'll get absolutely wrecked. Oh, cool. Well, that's fun. Now we can't even protect our Chandra. I guess we don't cast Chandra then. Coming up twice in mine, even my own chest. Maybe I have something on. No, I don't have anything on. It could just be my mic or whatever. I could have just a really shitty mic. Alright, cool. Can we hit a cyborg card? Kind of like brought in a lot of cyborg cards to hit none. Like literally throwing my Chandra away now, and that's if it even resolves. There's a good chance it doesn't even resolve. Oh, wow. This probably just isn't worth it. But he's only got 2 cards left in his hand, so. Like, if the 2 cards isn't great, we might just lose Chandra and be able to make a comeback. Like, if we draw a Carnage Tyrant or something. Maybe that wasn't worth it. I don't know. We couldn't protect Chandra, so, like, playing Chandra and ticking up seemed kind of bad, unless I just got there. Top card of our library is the Carnage Tyrant. We're, like, very silly. Would love to see our opponent play a land now. Like, he'll missing land drops is very bad for us at this point in the game. And he missed a land drop. But don't worry, we won't. How many lands did we get? We got 4? So we've hit 10 lands out of 17 cards in? After milling ourselves for a bunch on top of that? Second Gear Hulk. Well, this game's just over. I'm not sure what we could draw now. I don't know if Carnage Tyrant would even be good enough at this point. Drew none of our 9 cyborg cards as well. Oh, cool. Just do not think we have an out. Certainly not a land. Probably not a binding. This thing's probably dying this turn, so I'm going to let it take something with it. He may just chump block it, though. Oh, wow. I have no idea. Do you have 2 copies of Twitch open by accident somehow? That's weird. I hope he double blocks here. So our Glorybringer doesn't do anything anyway. Sorry, bub. I wish I could help, but I really don't know. Oh, cool. Third Drakehaven. The top 22 when he has 8 minutes left on the clock. Like 10 minutes ahead of him. We've drawn no sideboard cards. Not fun. And we're dead on board. That's even if his hand's blank, which his hand's clearly not blank because he missed a land drop yet again. We don't do anything. And we lost a very bad match where we didn't draw very well. Still think the blue-white decks are just great. They're especially great if people aren't going to be playing much mono red. This hand seems reasonable. None of the poopy white cards are in it. Come on, opponent. Let us do the battling. Yeah, we're going to keep. They mulliganed. They mulliganed to 5, and then they put on top. Oh, some kind of mirror match. I feel like the person on the play always wins this mirror match. And they hit a land, of course. Why wouldn't they? They can't play a Jade Light though, so I guess that's something, but it just means they probably have a removal spell. Which we don't. Not getting rid of a Glorybringer. Uninstall Better Twitch TV fixed it. I have no idea what that is. Are you like on a smart TV or something? Opponent's hand must be very medium. Oh, Chrome extension. Please no double removal spell? That would be swell. I take it back. I would have preferred a double removal spell. Fun times. Hmm. As I said, I feel like the person on the play typically wins this match, but hopefully they run out of gas before we do. Makes me feel really, really sad if there's another Glorybringer that comes to play. I agree. I don't actually understand it, but it's for not for me to understand apparently. My unhinged lands are not foil. I have some foil on an off account, but like I play with the same lands that I play in real life. I can't afford real life foils, so I just play my non foils. I don't know why I'm like that. I've got like this weird complex that like whatever version of the card I'm playing in paper, I need to also play online. I'm weird. It's because I'm weird. Wonder if it's ever okay to play both of these. So we play this and attack. Then he goes to 8. This dies. He plays Phoenix. We go to 8. Eh. Still just seems worth it. Not actually sure how we win in the end, but maybe I'm supposed to just attack in the air for 4. We know he's drawing a Phoenix. So I don't actually think killing the Branchwalker does anything here. I want to be able to attack for lethal next turn. This might like force him to hold the Glorybringer back. We know he's drawing a Phoenix, but like the Phoenix can't block, so this seems kind of reasonable. Fair enough, Ham, but like, I really, there's some really nice art lands that I'll never afford in real life, and I could like be using this to my advantage, right? No, why did you have this card? So I just get wrecked. So I just lose. Fun times. Oh, we need a removal spell. Alright, I guess we don't lose. I mean, we still probably lose in the end, but we don't lose yet. Let's just rephrase. I guess we want that. So we know he has a Phoenix in hand, and I don't think I want to take damage on the ground. Definitely attacking a Johnny, I'm just not sure whether I'm exerting or not. I don't think I care about exerting. Wow, 6 or 7. That's pretty insane. I've been looking at those. I didn't like the art on them a whole lot. I thought the color scheme was weird, but like when you put them in sleeves that kind of like give them this weirdish white border, I'm really enjoying them then. Just attacking and killing this is might be our best thing. Let's just see what we're going to draw first. Is this worth keeping? It's kind of like a really big thing, right? Seems like it's just worth keeping then. Doesn't really end the game very well though. Don't mind to trade to Jadelight Ranger if I can. A lot of draws that are still really good against us. Maybe keeping the Jadelight Ranger was just too bad because it's like not good enough. But like if they brick for one turn, it might be good enough. I'd like to pick up about 25 of each of the new lands. I should do that someday. Someday, oh, that's a Glorybringer, that's fun. Well, that can't be good for us. It's taking the time to exert it. It says last one card to removal spell? Screw it. My life's low enough. We technically don't need this to win. Well, certainly keeping this. Yeah, I definitely regret not picking them up now. I've been working on betas, but like it's kind of hard to trade for them locally, and I pretty much have to trade for them because I am poor white trash. Do I have 3 lethal attackers with an Ajani coming? 2 lethal attackers with an Ajani coming? Alright, so we win. Oh no, we don't win. Because I apparently need to read what this card does. Which means I need to kill this to protect my Johnny, I guess? And probably hold this back to try to protect my Johnny as well? Could just send both of them at him. He has to chump block one, he goes to 4, and he's got to deal with 2 things on the following turn. Yeah, screw it, Johnny. Beat my 2 things. And for him to kill to Johnny, he doesn't get an extra card off Chandra either. So basically only gets 1 draw step to beat both cards. That one doesn't do it. Either a Johnny... Yeah, that card's just not good enough. He needs more than that. With him being hellbent, I'm not sure there was something he could hit there. He could have hit another Johnny. But even if he hit another, yeah, he could have hit another Johnny, but another Johnny wouldn't have kept him alive. So I don't think there was a card he could hit. That I think there was cards he could hit that gave him another turn. I don't think there was anything he could hit that kept him alive while killing a Johnny. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we've did it, fam. We've won a game. So I guess all this stuff is just good here. There's a lot of big thingies. I'm not a fan of taking this card out, but Ari says to take it out. And since we're playing Ari's list, I guess we'll use Ari's sideboard guide as well. For those who are curious what we're talking about and have, or what I'm talking about sideboard wise, and have Star City Premium, there is Ari's sideboard guide. He wrote an article on the deck today. Well, I guess we have to keep it, especially if he'll mulliganing. Put on bottom. I'll try to cycle this one this game. Ooh. A second pretty bird. Go, go, pretty bird, go, go. It's your birthday, you pretty bird. That's a Carnage Tyrant. That's a Death Lizard. Oh, I'm so glad that the Death Lizard went to the graveyard. You keep Conrad out of here, friends. We don't need no Conrad up in here. Get, Conrad, get. Get. Wonder if I can sound any more redneck when I'm saying get. No! Don't kill Bay. That was our friend. That was our friend. You ever saw an opponent was just rude AF? Well, I guess that's a reasonable sign. Hopefully they don't have a lot of answers for our Rekindling Phoenix, and by a lot, I mean hopefully they don't have Ixalan's Binding. Cast Out would also suck, but like, it would not suck as bad as Ixalan's Binding. Oh, you tapped white mana first, that means it's a binding. Oh, what a tilt. What a tilt. What a tilt. And a Glorybringer? At least he exerted. It gives us a small chance to get off and underneath this. Opponent missed a land drop last turn. And has a fop to arrest. Okay. That could be worse. I guess we'll start with this. I think there's too many draws that he could draw that makes like just playing the Phoenix into a Glorybringer bad. Screw you, deck. I'm still pretty sure my decision was correct. Ends up looking really bad in this spot. Like, ultra bad. Person on the play just has so much tempo in this match because our hand was pretty good. Like a cast out or something now. To even have a chance. Oh, Conrad doesn't do it. Feels like this card's just good here, but again, I'm listening to what Ari said. Alright, let's run it back. Seems to me like Natural Ice should be good here. It's too narrow, but like, all of these spells are so game changing, it feels like. I feel naked, my cell phone's not in my room. We'll play first. And it's kind of medium, but I think we have to keep it. I think I'm going to keep this game. But maybe I'm not supposed to when I already have a Jade Light Ranger in my hand. I'm not exactly sure. No Magma Spray, please? Oh, wow. I don't think I want that. I think I just want action. has his own, which is fine. I don't think I'm going to offer to trade because we have a Glorybringer and a Magma Spray. But they put their Glorybringer in their graveyard? How good is their hand? How good is their hand that they can put a Glorybringer in their graveyard? Or alternatively, how bad is their hand if they can do that? Alright, well, we changed our mind. Now that we can play Chandra and tick up and kill that, we're definitely going to. Oh, we can't! Oh, I'm so stupid! I'll tilt! I didn't realize that it had 2 counters on it. I was looking at mine. Oh, it was like just an idiot play. I could have done 2 damage to him. If we're 2 damage shy here at the end, we're going to like beat ourselves with a stick. Should have just played Phoenix. Phoenix was the clearly better play. What a tilt! They have like their 1 or 2 Chandra defeat here when I make a misplay. Savage. But it's my fault. Like, I made the misplay, not them. They didn't do anything wrong. Well, I'm definitely going to take it. That was just really bad of me, though. We're not just dead, though. We have some tools, and they, well, at least appeared to be stuck on mana. Huh. To be 100% honest with you, Lucas, I'm not sure I know what Samut does. I know what its minus ability is, and I know what its ultimate is. I'm not sure. He drew both Chandra's defeats. This is how do you beat this stuff? Like, literally, how do you beat these draws? Um, I gotta look up what Samut does. Or Samut. Potato. This is Conrad. I'm just gonna be sick to my stomach. Oh, it's a Johnny, and it's even better than Conrad. Nice. So what exactly do you do? Put all non-land permanent cards. Oh wow, so he bricked. It's kind of sick that he bricked. I don't have options to make. I potentially made a play mistake here, but I was going for a greedy line. It's kind of like hoping he wouldn't exert because his life total's so high. Well, I feel really far behind again. I don't think our punt would have changed anything. Oh, the creature! Well, that could have been worse. Creature's a 3/4 flash vigilance, haste, and double striker. You could probably just fit the vigilance in like this shell or the other red green monster shell. Seems like it'd just be fine in both of those decks. I feel like the next person that draws a monster threat's gonna win. As the other one, give a creature a double strike, deal 2 damage. What's the casting cost on the Walker? I don't think it would have changed too much, to be honest. I think we would have got to this exact same board state. I would just have like 4 more life. I don't think that changes much. I think it's still likely whoever draws the next big threat wins. Speaking of which, I'm not saying it wasn't a mistake. I just don't think it was a game-changing mistake. It was obviously clearly a mistake. It was like a very bad mistake even. But the way the cards wrote out, I don't know how much it would have changed. Hey Dong, what's up? Alright, well he's got to deal with 2 things. What other mistakes do you think I've made? Like, I could have not let the Glorybringer kill my Merfolk Branchwalker, but I don't know if that was a mistake or just like being really greedy. Like I felt super far behind. I felt like I needed to be greedy. I wasn't even 110% sure he could attack. Like I thought it was pretty likely that he would. I actually did not think he would exert. You could probably put the creature in this deck, or like just a red-green deck. I'm really not sure about the Walker though. The Walker seems pretty medium to me. Play first. That's fine. Hopefully we'll get another land or two. Like, relatively soon. No, we could just get our off-color card that probably shouldn't be in the deck, but that's fine. No Fatal Push one time? A lot of these Sultai decks only play like 2 these days. So like getting slapped by one's a little unfortunate. That's too strong to leave him play. Unfortunately, we missed our land drop, so. You know about where our odds of winning this game have dropped significantly once we've missed the land drop. Could have played this first to see if we were going to get a tapped land, but or like an inspiring vantage, I guess. But I thought there was more of a chance that he uses a blossoming defense if I don't do this. Hey JJ, what's up? Like, really wanted him to play a blossoming defense there? Huh. I really want to play this and tick down, but I don't want to just lose this to a walking ballista. Maybe he'll trade. Whatever. If he's got a walking ballista, he's got a walking ballista. He's like kind of messed on land right now, so I'd rather like try to keep him messed on land. And it's a walking ballista. That's pretty bad for us, especially if our current hand. It's a lot better for us now that we've drawn a second one of these. What are you into today, JJ? This isn't good for us. Think I'm supposed to block here? I don't think I'm supposed to offering Miter or Killing Phoenix. White mana one time? That's not white mana. It's kind of a game changer then, isn't it? I don't think we want that. Definitely don't want that. So, if he has Adonis Climb, that's 3 mana plus a mana for the turn. We just die in the air, right? So this thing would be 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we don't die. Alright, we don't die, do we? The next 3 days off, that's pretty nice. You have to be excited about that, right? Alright, so we get the sideboard now. Alright, so I was trying to give my patience away quick so I didn't miss the stream. Nothing super fun. Beats working though, that's for sure. Alright, so I have no idea how we sideboard versus this match. Um, I feel like all of our removal spells are kind of good. Magma Sprays aren't particularly good, I don't think. I'm a pretty big fan of this card. Actually think I like these as well. I'm like tempted by the bindings and the life crafters, but I'm not sure how needed they are. Am I the only person that just wants to take out these servants almost every boarded game? Maybe the match isn't as grindy as it used to be because they're trying to kill you with Adonis Climb now. Like used to, they were trying to like beat you with like really slow things and you had all day to come back and win. Just don't know if that's the case anymore. I just don't know if that's the case anymore at all. Oh, we have no red mana. How many red mana is in the deck? I don't actually know. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, and we have 3 draw steps and 1 explore. But we need 2. Alright, I'll ship it. I think this hand's better. I really want to put that on the bottom. Think I will, though. Yeah, this deck's definitely not cheap. Still not sure it needs the white mana. Or the white cards, I'll rephrase. So he's got a Blossoming Defense. And then a Hedonist Climb. Well, that's not good for the home team. That's what we call a problematic card. But because he has Hedonist Climb, let's just go ahead and do this. And really hope that he doesn't have a Bristling Hydra. Because if he has a Bristling Hydra, I'm not sure what we do. He tapped double green, so that's a Bristling Hydra. I have no idea how to beat this. I don't even know a plan to beat this. He's going to cast Adonis Climb next turn. At worst. And it's going to be 5, and we can't do anything about that. That's like the worst case scenario. Oh, whatever. This thing's not going to do anything else this game. Maybe he doesn't play Hedonist Climb for whatever reason. I can't imagine whatever reason that would be unless it's like a Gearhulk or something, which we're also not beating, but he's just playing Hedonist Climb. But now maybe we can draw a cast out or something now. Well, that's not a cast out. Um, could play the Servant, but I think it's too high of a chance that he just has a removal spell. We're like actual dead on board, by the way, if he had more mana, but he does not. So that's good for us that he doesn't. That's actually great for us. That could be so much worse for us. Still not exactly sure how we win, especially if he's got a blossoming defense. Alright, well, we're just dead. If we played the Servant, we could have played a Johnny that turn, but we're like still dead on board. Like, he had to have nothing for that to even work. Maybe taking that card out was kind of bad. This card actually doesn't seem particularly good here, does it? That just doesn't seem grindy enough. Alright, well, we need lands. This technically lands. On the bottom of my library, useless card. So we have no removal spells in a match that you basically have to have a turn 2 removal spell to win. And we have very bad mana on top of that. Well, that helps the mana a little bit. Oh, he doesn't have black mana yet? That's insane. One time daddy? That was not the one time daddy. Just in case we get some of the come into play tap lands. Or we could just not get anything. Fun times at Bristling Hydro O'Clock. I was hoping we'd find a land in our top 3. We did not come close to that. Put a card to the graveyard. We hit a land that time. Might be a case of too little too late. Next turn we can play Conrad though, or Glorybringer. Like some chance that he doesn't have a Hadana's Climb. JK, of course he does. Alright, well there's some chance that we draw one of our removal spells for it. Well, we're not dead this turn. I don't think he can kill us this turn at all. Why did he bring in Brontodon? Is it just like the biggest of blockers here or something? So what happens now? Could play Chandra, attempt to kill this, and attack with everything. He'd block that, potentially take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down to 5. Then next turn he'd be super dead. That's probably not good enough. I guess we're technically not dead, not even to a Blossoming Defense this turn. Oh, we're dead to double Blossoming Defense, though. Can't beat that. Oh no, we are dead. We're dead anyway. I forgot about this counter. Well, if it counts, we didn't have any out. The only out we had was like not attacking with Glorybringer. So annoying. Losing to pretty annoying decks. Like, I don't think that deck's very good at all. And I think its mana's kind of terrible, and we just didn't draw any of our enchantment hate. Like, we easily run away with those games if we draw an enchantment hate either game. But I don't think this deck's very good either. I think this deck's pretty bad too. Of course. Why wouldn't we get mana screwed again? Like, this match is pretty good for us, but as usual, when we don't have lands, we can't win. We could potentially play Conrad to one turn, but I don't know if it would have changed anything. That's another random coming to play tapped land. That should just be a basic of some kind. And get punished because it's not a basic. Oh, we can't keep that. It's not a land. Oh, what do you know? Another not a land. Gives you lands every time you don't want them, and then every time you do want them, it is just never a land. Can you do it? Nope. Alright. Well, that was a pretty easy loss. I drew a bunch of cards we sideboard out. And we didn't hit lands on top of that. I like how he sideboards out into Johnny in this match. And he sideboards out into Johnny versus Mono Red. I just don't think you should have the white cards at all. And you certainly, I don't think, should have the Johnnies at all if you're sideboarding them out, basically, in the two most popular matches. Like, I don't think the Copter Arrest and Cast Out Some Bindings are good enough on their own. I don't think they're as good as just playing Struggle and Survive. Oh, can't keep that. I know this is a small sample size and all that. We've just played, what, is this like the 4th match or whatever? But, like, pretty much everything that I said that I thought was wrong with this deck is popping up in these 4 matches. I guess I'm playing this one. I do like Jade Light Ranger though. I don't think it's bad. I think it's a very good card. I guess we don't want that this game either. Like, we need threats of some kind. I feel like you beat these decks by being basically all threats, and our deck's just not all threats at all. We have way too many reactive cards, in my opinion. Like, this game alone, we've already saw 2 reactive cards, and if those were just both threats, we'd be in a lot better shape. Like, I think you can have some of these non-threats, but we have like 7 or something in our deck. That's just a large, large number. I think we have like 2 cast outs, 2 bindings, 2 Fopter arrests, and then a Johnny or something. That's just way too many, I believe. I literally I felt like this game was over from our opening draw. Hopefully we don't see him tap double black. Nope, we tap double black immediately. So that means our Rekilling Phoenix is probably gone. So now we have to deal with the Phoenix, plus the board, plus whatever else he has. When he has like 4 cards still in his hand, we have like half a card or something. We have just this very reactive card in our deck that's not a reactive deck. I think we have 6 drops in our deck, so we'll play our land first. Guess we have to kill that one. It's got a low life, but they have their own Glorybringer. Goodbye. Goodbye, our last chance to win. Guess we'll play this one. Unfortunately, we can't cast out our own creature because that'd be hilarious. This should be able to hit your own stuff, and by should be able to, it should be like a may and able to. That would be sweet. Oh, it still has 4 cards in his hand. We still have like a half. Could draw Conrad though. That'd be nice. Just want to know one of the many reasons I don't understand why both our Conrads aren't in our deck right now. Like, I feel like this game state happens a lot. Like, I don't think it's something that happens seldomly. Like, I would highly expect this board state a lot. This is the board state I would just actively expect. I don't think it was worth killing this. Cool. They had the contempt. Hello, mister. You'll either be great or terrible. That's actually great, I think. I don't mind to keep that card at all. If we had Kenners and stuff in our graveyard, like I would have probably binned it. But the fact that we honestly don't have that many good hits. That does stuff, but it doesn't do enough stuff, I don't think. That one does. We'll definitely keep the other Glorybringer. Oh, if he doesn't have a removal spell, we found something we have to kill. Which buys him even more time. Oh, they have a counter spell too? After all of this? Oh, no, they just have... Their last card happened to be another removal spell. Wow. Jesus. Jesus. Well, we need to draw Conrad. Conrad's good and a Johnny's good. That's roughly all that's good here. Can't just let him draw an extra card every turn, so he gets to get a second extra card here. Our life's getting low enough that I'm going to use this now too. Just look at all of these random reactive cards we have. Alright, well that's probably the best draw we could have gotten. It's the one he kind of can't counterspell and can end the game in 2 turns, assuming his draws are medium. I feel like all of these monsters decks needs a third Carnage Tyrant. It's not even always good enough, but I feel like we need it. Guess we're just attacking. So he could still win with a Scarab God after all of this. But he could win with a Scarab God, a Gonti, or a Glorybringer if I hadn't did that. Yeah, one draw step. What do you got? We didn't slam it. Yeah, That's another turn, though. That is another turn. Alright, well, the last Chandra still wins, even if he does get a Scarab God, so that's good at least. Oh, wow, we won. Shocked. Amazed. I don't understand why we don't bring these cards in this match. Like, these cards seem so much better than these. Hmm. Hmm. I don't think I want to change anything else. Maybe the magma sprays aren't good enough. Like, maybe that was just dumb. Do need some early interaction, though, for a glint, or like a glint can just run away with a game. I'm just going to try this. I think the Johnnies are pretty reasonable here. Carnage Tyrant has way, way overperformed for me over the past, like, half a season or whatever. Well, we have to mulligan as well. I guess we keep this one, right? We have the slowest hand that was ever slow. But I still think it's a keep. Yeah, this hand can get punished by a lot of things. But it's not going to. We're Gucci. We have what I consider the two most powerful cards in the match. How could we ever go wrong with the two most powerful cards in the match in our hand? We could just like not play lands. That's a way. You could have commit. That's a way. Ooh, that card's pretty powerful too. Is it bad that I don't hate that we drew lands? I mean, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I'd rather Fopter arrest theirs than worry about playing mine. So let's just curve out slightly better. I could have JJ. I've mulliganed a lot tonight, mostly all the land issues as well. It's like been pretty sick, to be honest. This deck just feels a lot like This deck feels significantly weaker just than the red-green monsters to me. Wonder what he's choosing to play here. Is this just like a commit or something? But God, if he plays commit this turn and memory next turn, like, oh, I would be salty. Especially if he played it off like a Gearhulk or something. Ooh. Hey, now, what's up? We'd at least get the rebinding to Phoenix, but... Oh, they tap 4 mana. They're thinking about playing something. It's just another Phoenix? I hate this list. I can't take any credit for it, FR Rob. This is the Mr. Ari Lax list. So we have one of those, so we can play this, right? Yeah. Hey, all of the reactive cards that I hated work pretty good when your opponent mulligans and doesn't really play anything. These cards work perfectly right now. Logo Dope did not day 2 to Grand Prix, and also did not play the PPTQ, because he's a big baby. What do you do? Alright, well, we're definitely ticking you up. Oh my God. We'll take you all. It's too many things to play. I don't know what to do. I'm just playing Conrad. When in doubt, play Conrad. Conrad brings all the boys to the yard. Hey, Yoda, what's up? We here, boy? Welcome, welcome, Yoda. Maybe we've just been sideboarding wrong. Maybe I've been whining about this deck for the wrong reasons. Alright, well, let's try to acquire a pity chest. Well, he had mulligan that game, and we'd played basically every interactive spell in our deck, at least one of. Okay, well, we have a hand. We will keep you, and hope that you're fast enough. The Joey Joe is our opponent's name. Every time I wish my opponent luck, they smash me. See? I wished him luck, and look what happened. The science, man. Don't tell your opponents good luck unless you're a lot better player than I am. Like, need to be significantly better than me to wish your opponent luck. Removal spell? Nah. Nah, brah. Tell him to get wrecked. Is it bad that I kind of want to keep Chandra? You gotta be a significantly better player to me than to give your opponent extra luck. It's just not my thing. Well, they didn't want the glint siphoner? Scary. Alright, well, that could have been worse. Huh. What is the best way for us to mess with this glint? We could play Chandra and just like kill Chandra and go on about our day. We do get potentially some of opponent's energy that way. We could also just play Cast Out and go on about our day. I don't know how I like that one, considering you can just untap for free. I think I'm fine using Chandra as a 4-mana removal spell. Which means we're turning on Fatal Push and we kind of have to attack. Just say screw Chandra, brah. We got a lot of cards. Like play Rekindling Phoenix or something. Definitely gonna attack though. Maybe he blocks. If he blocks, it makes killing the Glint Siphoner a lot easier. Like really want him to block here. That's not a block. I just don't think he can have another card. I'd rather we'll throw away Chandra than give him another card. Kind of sucks that we're getting no extra value out of the Chandra, but like I'm pretty afraid of that glint, and I don't want to waste the cast out when it's like our only way to kill the Scarab if he has it next turn. But pretty happy that we got the attack in there though. It'd been nice if he traded, but we'll take what we can get. Gonti's a little sad. It's just too many good spells. Just play like both of these, I guess. It's more mana efficient. Definitely don't want that. The card's cool and all, but I don't think it's better than just playing a Branch Walker. Get wrecked pretty hard by a Glorybringer, assuming he has the land. Huh. Well, that worked out better than I had hoped. What did he take from us then? Huh. He's got like no card here? That doesn't make sense. He's got to have a card. Oh, he's got a counterspell, I guess. Sure. It's damn near flipping that Search for Ascanta. Maybe I should just cast out the Search for Ascanta since I am kind of afraid of it. Be willing to block both of these if you send them. Hey, Matt. Thanks for the 145 person host, man. We're getting browned right now. Opponent has 2 cards in hand plus that. Don't want to just die to Glorybringer. Or sorry, I don't want to just die to like Torrential Gearhulk. A lot of these builds have been playing Torrential Gearhulk right now. Kinda just want to pass turn. Is it that criminally bad just to pass turn here? Passing turn feels super bad when our hand's this strong, though. I feel like if I play a Johnny, I'm not going to be able to protect it. Also, I can't play a Johnny, or they could have Supreme Will. So if I play a Johnny, they can use removal onto Branch Walker, and if they have Gearhulk, they could use removal onto Branch Walker and deal 5 damage to the Johnny while making us jump to Jade Light Ranger. And if they have another removal spell, they kill the Johnny. Also, Supreme Will also kills a Johnny. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Johnny right now. I really just want to use this cast out on the Search Rascanta. Maybe that's like super bad, but it's like I really feel like I just want to do this. Probably at the end of the turn. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. It could be wrong. Just maybe I'm like way too afraid of a Gearhulk here. I was potentially way too afraid of a Gearhulk. They have to have a removal spell, right? Like, they're not just going to play a Rekindling Phoenix there, are they, if they don't have something? So they could have Supreme Will, or they could have, like, Essence Scatter or Harness Lightning. Like, legitimately can't play around all of them. Wonder if it's worth it to be greedy to play the Jade Light Ranger. They get the token when it dies, but the token doesn't bring anything back unless they have a Rekindling Phoenix in their own graveyard. So, like, they can't get my Rekindling Phoenix back. There's so many coming to play tap lands, but I really want to be greedy. Being greedy feels miserable, don't it? Screw it. We live on the edge here. The card is almost good enough to keep on its own, isn't it? I'm fine keeping that. I like to live on the edge. I guess I should have attacked that turn. Not attacking that turn felt bad. Kind of felt like that was the turn I was finally supposed to attack. Cool. Another search for Ascanta. Well, that can't ever go wrong for us, can it? Untapped land kills the crap out of me, doesn't it? Well, I'd attacked an hour ago if I knew he was just going to block. So, no untapped land for Daddy? So he had the Supreme Will. We were right to play around it. Maybe we should have kept playing around it. Guess we could have kept playing around it. Oh, cool. Thanks, Johnny. Well, that's a bad sign. Hidden a braid. And now they have enough mana to play Scarab God and activate. And they're immediately tapping mana. Oh. It's just a contempt. I guess it could have been a lot worse then. So all they have is a braid in their hand? Can't really attack, can I? He kills me in 2 turns if I attack. I don't think we're very likely to beat the Ascanta from here. Kinda like the decisions we made earlier though. Oh, I didn't see what they got. I wasn't paying attention. Another Essence Scatter. Yep. That's very close to game, if not exactly game. They whiffed at least. They still have a removal spell and an Essence Scatter in their hand. Johnny, your only hope. Oh. So Vraska's Contempt so he can kill both of our blockers now? So I probably have to take this then? Because it can attack for more? No reason not to at this point. we put up a good fight. Now we're just slowly dying. Wonder if we could have made very many different decisions. So I should attack first. Oh, Mr. Harness Lightning. How are you today? Should have clicked destroy target artifact, but I mean, it's irrelevant. It's still correct. So they have at least 2 more big time spells in their hand. We're definitely dead this game. Oh, thought I pressed F6 already. So they're pretty deep in their deck, and they've not played any of the red spells, so I think they're basically just like Grixis Control Vin. The ones that probably don't have Phoenix or Glorybringer. And if he's got Supreme Will, he's got Supreme Will. Well, that Ajani was significantly better than the first Ajani. Significantly better, folks. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Yeah, I can't sing. No, you got a magma spray for our beauty. What's the chances we could ever play Chandra and just deal 20 damage with just Chandra? Is that 0? Feels like there's a 0.0% chance we can do this. Unless he's only got 2 contempts in his deck or something insane. Maybe he's only got 2 contempts in his deck. Who knows? There's our third Chandra, though. JK, there was more than 2 contempts in his deck. Should probably use this and look for a kill condition. He's got untapped mana. Not sure why he wouldn't Supreme Will. Boom, 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 boom. We're getting absolutely wrecked. You know they have plenty of threats, too. Here's Scarab. Alright, we can finally concede. We have seen the Scarab. Could have made him take the other 15 seconds, but I don't think there's any point of it. These cards all seem decent here. Not sure I like any of these 7 removal spells. Kind of want to take out one of these. I think I'm going to. I don't think they're particularly good anyway. We're just hoping for a mini Conrad to do Conrad type things. Oh, Conrad, you are a beautiful death lizard, you are. Not very talkative tonight. It's probably a bad thing for a streamer to say. It probably should. Scarab is about that good. I guess I'll keep it. Actually, I think this card's good enough to make this hand a reasonable keep and not just like a crazy keep. I'm tempted to play the Sun-Scattered Groves, but there's Conrad. Now I really want to play the Sun-Scattered Grove. Still just not going to, though. We have to draw more green mana by then. There's not that many non-green sources in the deck. Please no a braid. We kept a weak one. Please no a braid. I don't think I'm going to play around any Supreme Wills or anything. I'm just going to cast our spells on curve, I think. Well, I guess that made it easy to decide which one of these we were casting. This one can't be Essence Scattered, so like it's just Supreme Wills in the gate. Makes me feel like it's just a better play overall. Cool. We got an uncastable card off the top of our deck as well. We have things going on and like stuff. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Alright, he didn't do it. I like saying do it. This is about the most redneck sounding I think I can be. Alright. Well. Is it Death Lizard o'clock? Everybody chant for the Death Lizard. Death Lizard. Death Lizard. Death Lizard. I'm going to block the crap out of this if he attacks, by the way. JK. Not blocking at all. Not now, not ever. Just don't want you. Ooh. So we have the option of playing a Rekindling Phoenix or a Death Lizard. Rekindling Phoenix lets us draw a card. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to go for Rekindling Phoenix. Actually, just going to play this land too. That way we can draw a card with our Death Lizard. Well, when I said that, we hadn't drawn the land yet. Definitely can after we've drawn the land. I mean, he's got a Death Toucher already in play. We would have to... That card's significantly less good here. That card's kind of good here, though. Um, which one, Think Tank? On what turn? Sorry. There's kind of a chat delay. A bit of a chat delay. I'm not 100% sure about what turn you were asking about. That seems like a good card, too. I just want all my cards. All my cards seem great. Oh, I could have done them all? I was just bad math then. Very, very poor play. That's what that amounts to. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good catch, though. It was just very poor play by me. So I definitely have to kill this. I actually want to try to kill it, I think. I don't know what counter spells he has. Don't know if he has negates or anything, so. He's like already showed us Supreme Will. I'm not worried about actually protecting Chandra here. I'm just worried about dealing damage. Thought there was a decent chance that he'd have like some kind of removal spell for that dude as well. So we're gonna like try to Fopter Arrest post combat. I think that's fine because we still have a Johnny to try to kill a Scarab. This Lifecrafter's Bestiary was absolutely insane this game. This card was so good this game. It's like legitimately ridiculous how good that Lifecrafter's Bestiary was this game. Just wow. Snail, even if he has a Scarab Goddess on blocking duty? This card was great. Yes, the egg targets, I believe. Sacrifice this creature and return target card named McKinley Phoenix. So yes, that would work. Leave me alone. I'm calling it Bestiary. I know Matt, like I thought the card was named Bestiary forever, and then when Matthew Folks was streaming one day, he called it Bestiary, and I was like, Matt can't pronounce shit. And then I like opened up the card and I read it, and I was like, oh, well, Matt's just a lot smarter than I am, but I'm still just calling it Bestiary forever. Like, all my paper cards are Russian and Korean. So, like, I had never actually looked at an English one of these cards, and for some reason I just thought it was called the other one. I'd heard it somewhere. But because I heard that, and for like a year or a year and a half or whatever, when I wasn't playing a lot of Moto, like, I just always thought it was the other one. But, like, even now that, like, Matt's told me that, like, I'm just an idiot, like, I don't care. I'm a redneck. We're going to go with it. I don't think I'm changing anything from the play to the side. I think I'm still pretty comfortable with this setup. Yeah, like I said, I'm just a stone cold redneck. Old school redneck. This hand's pretty medium versus like what type of threats and stuff their deck has. But I think it's a lot stronger in the mulligan. They put on top of their library, so there's a good chance that their hand's just better than ours. But I still think this hand's probably worth a keep. We're probably having to play both of these this game as well, because it's our second red source and our first white source. Absolutely punished. If I'd played the Scattered Groves first, I guess, would have been the better play. Yeah, I should have just played the Scattered Groves first. Carney T. It's better than what I call him. I just call him Conrad. It's just beautiful Conrad. I don't know where I heard that, by the way. I heard that on somebody's stream. I did not make that up. Like, I'm not that inventive. Like, I didn't give him a cool nickname. But, like, I copy everything I've ever heard in my entire life, so. I don't think I want this game. I do think I want this game, though. So, hopefully, we're, like, crossing our fingers and praying to the happy baby Jesus that there's not a Gonti coming from our opponent. Because if there's a Gonti coming from our opponent, it's sad times. Click Z button. Huh? Don't you do it, opponent. Don't you do it. Even if they do have the thing here, we have 6 draws to, like, kind of attack it. That's not one of those 6 draws. I'm not actually sure what to do now. Alright. Attack. I do not know that it's playable. We are playing it, but I'm not sure it's playable. Did they add negates to their deck? Because they're like main phase scrying. And that's kind of awkward to me. So they got a land and another Scarab God? Yes, his name is Scarab. Love it. Just punish me. Insult the crap out of me. That's, like, not something that I'm happy to see. I still just have to play this, right? Brutal. Well, maybe I wasn't supposed to attack with this turn. I think attacking with this was a play mistake. So if I play the Phoenix and the Branchwalker, like, he buys the Glorybringer back, we take 2, the Glorybringer attacks. Kills one of our blockers, we block another blocker. So, like, a removal spell kills us. Well, I guess a removal spell doesn't kill us because we're killing Phoenix. Slamming a Johnny now and just killing this lets him go back up to 13. He just untaps and plays Scarab God. So I don't think that changes anything. Johnny exiles, but we know he has another Scarab God in his hand, so, like, what are we doing? We're just giving him 5 life and resetting the board for him? Everybody keeps saying we need to exile Scarab, but, like, exiling Scarab doesn't do a whole lot. He just has another Scarab. I'm playing this. I can't exile twice because we can't protect from the attack. If we had Johnny and plus, we're dead. Like, just a Johnny and plussing and we're dead because we take 5, 10, 14, 15, 16 damage. I want to play the play that, like, might let us win. Like, this is a low percentage play, but like, everything's a low percentage play because nothing beats a removal spell. Hey, Big Bad Daddy Trucker, I think you're coming in at basically the last turn of the game one way or another. Like, I'm not sure any of our plays beat a removal spell. He said GG's, so I guess he has the removal spell? I'll type GG's too, but I'm not sure how exactly I'm dead. I realized the attacking was bad and probably a mistake, but are we winning a game? Are we winning a game that if he's just at 12 life, how do we win? Like, if he has a removal spell, he still just kills the Johnny and plays the other Scarab. He apparently does have the removal spell though, because he's talking about he's like talking about the play we were just discussing. So he definitely has the removal spell. Alright, we'll prevent 5 and go down to 3. I don't know how we win. But he had the removal spell, so I don't think any of our plays were very good. Hey, Big Daddy Trucker, thank you for the follow. I just don't think any of our plays are any good. Glorybringer off the top would win, that is true. So we get a similar play then. He's back to 13 life now. Maybe we get to chump block and like kill something. Who knows? Depends on what's in his hand, but like we have theoretical outs. They're like pretty loosely filled. He's like, okay, now GG. I just don't think we were beating a removal spell. Alright, so we went 2 and 3. I think we won every game that we drew Conrad. Alright, so we got crushed. Conrad, that's what I call Carnage Tyrant. I'm pretty sure we won every game that we drew this card today. And I'm pretty sure we lost a whole bunch of games that we didn't draw it. The white cards just felt aggressively mediocre. There was like one game this tournament where like we got to like Fopter arrest something and cast out something and like a Johnny something. And then like every other game, I just wished every white card in the deck was struggle and survive. But I don't know, the deck felt fine. I actually really liked the Servant. I wasn't expecting to like the Servant before we started, but like I really liked it. Like it was pretty sweet. I was actually a really big fan of the Servant. The main deck Chandras were better than I expected them to be as well. I highly miss the Kinras though. Like not having the Kinras compared to just a red-green version felt kind of awkward. If I was to play this deck again, I would definitely have a third Carnage Tyrant in it. And I obviously don't play the deck well. This was our first league with the deck, so like we were probably making quite a few play mistakes along the way. Is Servant better than Thunderherd Migration? Thunderherd Migration costs 3 mana if you don't have a Dino, doesn't it? Thunderbird Migration. I'm googling that card, but apparently Thunderbird is some kind of program. MTG. I think it costs 3 mana. Yeah, there's an additional cost. Reveal a dinosaur, pay 1. Yeah, it costs 3 mana, so I'm not into that. I think whatever you have in this spot needs to be 2 mana, whether it be a Kinra or a Servant. I'm not into the 3 mana play. Servant was really nice though. I was actually super surprised how good the Servant was. I saw somebody ask that. Ari wrote in his article today, which here's his article for anybody who has premium. That in the comment section of the article, it says he sideboards out at least one of Johnny in 16 of the 19 matches that they wrote a sideboard guide for. And like, I could very well see Carnage Tyrant just in the main deck. Carnage Tyrant feels so good right now. Like, I've never been more in love with this card. This card's just done amazing work for me over the past, say, 2 weeks or whatever. Card's been very, very good over that amount of time. The deck was fine, though. I'm not sure that it's better than red-green monsters. Like, the mana was pretty inconsistent. And, like, some of the come into play tap lands were very annoying. And, like, I'm not sure the white cards in average were just better than Struggle and Survive. I would have to play more to, like, really, really know. But, like, there was, like, so many games where just, like, drawing these white cards felt terrible. And then there was, like, there was only, like, one game ever that the white cards felt just great. But, you know, that could all be sample size. This card was absolutely great, I thought. But, yeah, overall, I liked the deck. We only went 2-3 with it, but we went 1-4 the last time we played Red-Green Dinos. I think I like Red-Green Monsters. I think I like Red-Green a little bit more, but I'm not really sure. I definitely need to play this deck again. I need to try to play it a little bit better. I played pretty loose today, but again, as you guys know, I was sick and sleepy yesterday, and I have not slept any. So I am basically dead tired, and the fact that I'm even talking and functioning impresses me. Like I'm somewhere in like the 38-hour mark right now of not sleeping. Like, and unfortunately, I don't get to go to sleep now. I've got like 8 hours worth of work to do, but I'm going to hop off here. Thank you guys for all stopping by. Thank you, Matt, for the massive host. And thank you guys for all the new follows. I'm going to host Aaron Burchart, who just got second at Grand Prix Memphis. He's playing his Sultai Snake deck. And, like, that deck felt pretty powerful. We played it on stream yesterday, but again, you know, I'm sick and tired, so I played pretty poorly. But the deck, I think we went 3-2 yesterday, but I really felt that I could have went 5-0 with tighter play. The mana in the deck was awkward as hell, but what the deck was doing was absurdly powerful, I felt. But take care, everybody, and thanks for all of you guys stopping by.